Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, back with some more previews of work that's coming up this week. Seems like I just finished a preview video the other day, and well, the post office and the UPS drivers have been very busy, and brought me some more boxes, so I thought I would preview some more with you about what I'll be working on in the shop this week. And again, if you see any of the reels that I'm previewing and you have an interest in them, seeing them in the video, then please let me know. I'll be happy to try and do the video for you, time permitting. So the first group comes in from John in Arizona, and before I get started on that one, I want to take a moment to thank our first responders and essential personnel, or local hometown heroes that are keeping us safe during the pandemic. I really do appreciate everything it is that you do, as there's a whole group of folks out there. We thank you for what you're doing day in and day out to keep us safe and to restore the health of those that have been caught up in this pandemic. So thank you much. So John has sent me in a couple of reels. Let's see what we have. So the first one is a nice, beautiful Ambassador 5000. I have a couple of these, but boy, they're beat up. This one looks like it's almost brand new. It's got evidence of wear. We can see that it's been out there. You can see the dirt coming off of the reel seat. But overall, that's a nice reel. It's a classic. And if you've never had the opportunity to fish an Ambassador, you should. They're a lot of fun to fish with, in addition to being well made and well manufactured. And then here's one that we have here. This is also an Ambassador 5000. And this is even older yet. You can always tell by the smaller handle piece of it, the aluminum side plates and the like. And we're going to get both of these tuned up and ready to go. I personally have one of these. I think it's actually sitting right here. There you go. And so this one's been sitting here for quite some time now. This one's got a skip in it, and I just haven't had a chance to get around to it, but I do have one of those, and I do enjoy those reels. And I thank John for sending them in. And we'll see. I have to check to see if the video includes that older one. If my library does not include the older one, I'll be happy to do that video. And if you're interested in it, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do there. So the next one comes up. Big box here. This one's coming in from Troy in Illinois. And I had just done a group of reels for Troy. I guess he was happy with the service and sent me some more. So let's see what we got in the big box. So we have talked about this before. I love when I see well-packed reels. It kind of gives me an indication of what to look for in the reels themselves. So Troy had sent me some spinning reels before. Taking care to get those serviced. A lot of folks ask what the service intervals should be on fishing reels, and I recommend normally a year. I don't like to see them go beyond a year, and I only find that we're in a lot of trouble when we get there. Here's a gorgeous Mitchell 300. We make sure that one gets serviced. I have quite an extensive library on the Mitchells. I never really serviced the Mitchells much until I bought out a tackle store's supply of old Mitchell parts, and when I did that, it became kind of a passion of mine to go ahead and provide the service, because a lot of folks were asking that bait and tackle shop, well, who's doing them now? Here's a Shakespeare 2210, also in beautiful condition. I don't think I've done the 2210, so we'll make a video on that one. This looks like a Penn 550 SS. I'm not going to unbag that at the moment. I think Troy may have emptied out his cabinet. And here's one I believe is the 4200 SS. We'll see about that. Boy, I'm glad Troy said no rush, because we certainly have a lot of them. Here's a Shimano. I guess if I was wondering what I was going to do with my spare time, I probably have a portion of an answer. There we have the Shimano FX 300. I think that these reels are probably about as as big as I would go with a rear drag fishing reel. The rear drag is very limited in the max drag that it can do. And when you start increasing the spool capacity and you start increasing the size of the fish that you're going for, you really start stripping out the rear drag max on these. And it's probably why you see the rear drags in the smaller reels and not the larger ones. It's just never been that effective a way to do that. Well, continuing with, I think I have his whole collection here. Well, I know it's not his whole collection because I did get back to him. This looks like the 308, maybe. This is the 408, the high-speed version of that. Again, this one's in beautiful condition. And I'll check. I know I've done the 308. I'm not sure if I've done the 408. So if I haven't done the 408, I'll make sure to add that to our library. There's still quite a market for the older reels out there, particularly the ones that are the names. So if you see the Mitchells, if you see the Shimanos, the Penns, those kinds of reels, they were quality made reels that last a long time. And those are the reels that, if you see them, they're relatively inexpensive because they've been made for a long time. And they're very well made so that they can hold up. Here's a Garcia 9000. This is the later line. So this is after Mitchell goes bankrupt. Garcia takes over. Garcia is a distributor. It's not a real manufacturer, but they did start branding them as Garcia and without the Mitchell. So that one I believe is post 1978. I'd have to check exactly. I'm going to do a video on the history of Mitchell Reels, the company, and we'll see how we do there. This is another. This is a Garcia Mitchell 300, another one in very nice condition. And they're over-engineered reels, that's for sure. They, to our sense, it's what we would call bulletproof, in that the reels just keep on going. Here's a second of the 9000s. Well, maybe that's the one. Maybe I just put that back in. We're not sure. I've got quite a pile here. Troy, thank you for sending all of those. And here's another pen. So we have 3 Penn spin fishers. This is the 4400 SS. I think we probably saw a 5500 or a 550, and we saw another 4200. I believe I've done all of those in my catalog, but there's a couple of unique ones in here. So again, if you see something that you would like me to do, I'm certainly going to plan on doing this one, which is the Shakespeare 2210. But if you see something in there that you would like to see, let me know. I'll be happy to do that for you. So that's quite a surprise. I thought I was getting a few, and I certainly got a lot more than a few, but Troy says he's in no rush. And that's all good because the business has been busy lately. And then here's another box. This one's coming in from Joe. And Joe is in California. And I had serviced some, I believe I had serviced some reels for Joe. And we got another group coming in, I believe. Okay, yeah, so I talked a little bit about it. Here's your Triton Speedmaster. It's a beautiful reel. It's circa 1990s. It's the Shimano Speedmaster reel. I like that as a big reel. Since Joe's out in Huntington Beach, I can understand use of the surf reels out there for sure. It's got that little pier right there. And you also have the 50H, probably my favorite reel of all reels. At least in the conventional reel side. 2 very big ball bearings in there. You could use this as a winch and pull up Davy Jones' locker. It's that strong a reel. I first became sold on those when I noticed that a local charter boat had that reel. And they had asked me to tune their reels up, and they had a fleet of those reels. And quite honestly, the only thing that seemed to break on that reel was line. So there you go. All right, we have the Triton Trolling, the 30 series. These are beautiful old reels as well. I personally have one of these in my collection. I don't get to take it out very much, but those are solid reels all around. So we're going to do a whole bunch of spin fishing reels this week. we're going to swap over to the saltwater where we got one large spinning reel. This might be a large one as well. And yep, we have another one here. This is another of the Shimano's. This is the Bait Runner 4500. And I've done a lot of the Bait Runner 4500, so I don't think we'll add that to the library. But these things continue to endure. They probably sell for as much now as they did when they sold new. And there's a reason for it. They're great reels. So there you go. Here's an additional set of reels that we'll be working on. And then there's two more that kind of look the same. They're not the same reels at all, but they kind of look the same. And this one is an Okuma Convector. It's the 20 CV or 20 CV20L. And I know I haven't done that one, so we'll do that. And then here's a pen. It's the Pen Warfare 20LW. There's something going on in there that just shouldn't sound that way, so we're going to find out what that is. And then finally, I guess I got the little brother of the 300 that we just saw. This is the Quickfire 200, and from what I'm looking at here, the Quickfire arm is either broken or it's fallen off. That's okay. I'm sure when I get done with this one that we'll find somebody who has a use for it that doesn't worry about having that quick thumb release for that Quickfire feature or finger release. So there you go. There's an additional set of reels that I'll be working on. I hope you stay tuned to see them. The best way to find out when I do these and when they're published is to subscribe. So I would ask you to subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please hit the notification button. That's when you'll see where these are posted. And you can pick and choose which ones you want to watch. I encourage you, if you're into reel repair and the hobby of fishing reels in general, that you watch them all. But that's just me speaking. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section. Also, if you see a reel here that you would like to see as a video, please leave that in the comments section as well. And then finally, just like Joe and Troy and some of the others, if you have a reel that needs to be serviced and you're not interested in doing it yourself, why not contact me on the email on the business card that follows, and I'll be happy to provide you with repair information. So this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.